Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Dear Monster. Just to let you know, this will probably be the last episode that you will see of this LP for a while. I'll be posting a video shortly, probably on Friday of this week with the full explanation. But I will be going on a hiatus for quite a while. I will be moving to the upstairs apartment, so I will be busy for a couple weeks, and then I will also be having my family coming to visit, and they'll be staying for a while. So I'll be very busy. So it will probably be 2, 3 weeks, maybe even a month that I'll be on break. So the channel will be quiet for quite a while. Sorry about that. Hope you don't mind. In the meantime, I hope that you will occupy yourself by watching many of my other videos. I have plenty since I've been doing this for quite a while. Plenty of other Otome visual novel games and other stuff that I've been playing. If you like mysteries, if you like other stuff, I've got a lot of stuff for you guys to watch. Um, so hope you don't mind. Also, I happen to be sick again, if you can't tell. Don't know how, but yet again, for someone who doesn't leave the house, I have gotten sick. Um, I think it's because my mom does come and go, so she brings illness with her. Just like I got the COVID from her, I think she brings illness with her, unfortunately, and she doesn't cover her mouth when she coughs and stuff, so it is what it is. But anyway, I will try my best to accomplish as much as I can in this episode, but um, I doubt that we'll be able to get far enough to like finish or anything. But anyway, it is what it is. Um, yeah, so last episode was really interesting. We had a really cute time between Alan and Momo with the cooking stuff. That really got to me. I was like, oh, that was so cute. Made me actually start to really dig them. I was like, darn you, Momo, actually making me think you guys were adorable together. Curses. But anyway, yeah, let's continue on. I wake slowly, feeling warm and content for the first time since I arrived in Grandpa's mansion. Maybe it's false hope, but I really feel like Momo and I reached some kind of understanding last night. Maybe we can actually get somewhere now. I know, Alan. Yeah, I know you feel that way because it was sweet, but you know how it'd be. I don't get your hopes up, brother, because it's like one step forward, two steps back. I suspect, especially with someone like Momo. Or at the very least, maybe he'll stop pushing back so hard. We don't have to get married or anything. I just really want us to get along. And it feels like he wants the same thing somewhere deep down. When he lashes out at me, I can feel him hurting. Something is making him keep me at arm's length, and I can't help but feel like it has something to do with his relationship with Grandpa. I feel like his relationship with Grandpa's like was a toxic one, you know? Like he was very like dependent and needy on him. It I think Coco said it in a comment that it's almost similar to like what Alan had with his aunt, that the grandpa was like a caretaker for Momo and he attached himself to him, wanting to please him, wanting the love and affection, and he just never got it, you know? So that's why Momo is the way he is towards Alan. He's like protecting himself from Alan and doesn't want to be hurt again, you know? It's sad. Very sad. A vicious cycle. He almost acts like a jilted ex-lover, but Grandpa was married. He couldn't have been with Momo as well, right? No. I think he loved Grandpa, but Grandpa clearly didn't see him that way, so it's like a almost it was it was almost like loving the grandpa romantically, but also as a parental thing. It's kind of messed up, but that's is what it is, you know? I realize I don't know if familiar bonds and romantic relationships always translate, or if bonds are for life. Could they have been bonded but broke it off? No, based on what Farron said, it sounds like he wanted it but was rejected. But Farron hinted at a rejection. Speculation is getting me nowhere. I decide to just go ask Momo directly. Open those wounds. Eek. The problem is, I still don't know how to find him. I locate the door Farron showed me after a few tries. Momo? No answer. Momo, you there? Not here either. A sick feeling starts stirring in my gut. Is Momo okay? Did he go somewhere? Did I scare him off? Maybe I jumped the gun thinking we were okay. I can feel you worrying. Momo, you scared me. I know, you think too loud. I hate to break it to you, love, but you're stuck with me. I can't break the barrier any more than you can. Oh, right. Do you know anything about the barrier? No more than anyone else in the mansion, other than Hikmat maybe, but I doubt he even cares enough to examine it. We could all die here and he'd still hang around watering the plants. Wow. I mean, true, probably. But you've tried to look into it? For all the good it did me, just looks like a big ass bubble to me. Why, you want to have a go at it? Would you take me there? Alright, let's go then. Wait. Momo does not wait, but instead walks right out the door. Once again, I'm left rushing after him to catch up. You've gotta quit doing that. Doing what? Walking? Walking away while I'm talking to you? You wanted to see the barrier? Yeah, but you could, I don't know, wait for me to agree to go with you and walk with me. Not just walk off and expect me to follow. But you did. See, this is frustrating because of the path we're on. Ugh! I chose this path. I have to stick with it. I wish I could just say I won't always, because that's the good ending path and put him in his place, but or at least it's still polite. But no, I have to be weak and be like, I guess that's fair, which is not fair, but whatever. Exactly. You always follow. No point standing around triple checking. I'd still like it if you did. And I'd like it if I didn't need to, which I don't. Now, can we take a look, or should I ask permission? You don't have to be obnoxious about it. I take a look at the barrier, eyeing the faint shimmer in the air that I'm starting to recognize as magic. I reach out to touch it and my hand bounces away, thrown back with enough force to jerk my arm, despite only lightly tapping it with one finger. It's really determined to keep us in here. It feels both like an illusion and not at all. What do you mean? I mean that the barrier is definitely real, and the world behind it feels real, but there's a disconnect. Something in between is artificial. In between, like inside the barrier itself? Yeah, like, Can you try and feel it, the way you did my illusion? See what you make of it. Momo, I told you, I didn't learn anything from that, I just panicked. Fuck. Okay, here. Momo pulls out a pipe and waves his hand over the end. A soft smoke starts to rise from it, misty and sweet-smelling. It curls around us unnaturally, swelling up to surround us. I blink, stunned. It's an interesting image compared to before, where the others are kind of like guiding Alan, and Alan's like holding out his hand and trying to use his magic. This one is like Alan's just watching, like, ooh, while Momo's showing him a cool magic trick with his smoke or whatever. It's an interesting image. I blink stunned as the world shifts. Everything feels more vivid. The scent of the smoke gets almost overwhelming. The light feels too bright. The air too full of scents. But nothing actually changed. Yeah. And then I had to minimize so you could see the wolfie in the smoke. I mean, it's a fox, I'm sure, but it looks like a wolf. But it's a fox. Simple perception charm. You feel what I feel. Enjoy a fox's senses, love. This is incredible. Huh, I usually am. A warmth curls in my chest, and Momo moves forward, hand hovering over the barrier. I can feel the way he pushes against the magic, how it pulses under his palm. It doesn't feel like a wall, it's more like a membrane. The air from the outside seeps straight through, but midway shifts, picking up. It comes off in a soft gust, gets less than a centimeter away from the break point of the barrier, then slows back to a crawl, merging with the near still air in the mansion's gardens. Huh, that's weird. What? Until I got your senses, which pick up a lot more. It's funny, I didn't feel any wind here at all. That's funny? Yeah, 'cause under your hand, it kind of feels like the air is getting throttled on the way in, like it comes in really strong and just stops. Or slows down. Slows? Of course. Theo fucked with space-time. It was his favorite thing to play with. That's why the mansion is 90% pocket dimensions. It almost feels like he stuck us in one, but there's no reason for that. Not unless he was up to something. Maybe he's waiting for something? Or he wanted you to visit for a while without worrying about too much time passing outside? Fucking hell, I hate not knowing these things. He's gotta quit doing shit and not telling me about it. You talk like you and Grandpa are really close. How long have you known each other? Too freaking long, probably. Especially to be screwing with our house and not telling me about it, and then vanishing before we can ask. And this time he didn't leave enough of a magic trace for anyone to hunt him down. So we're just sitting on our asses waiting for him to decide we're worth coming back to. This does not sound like a we issue so much as a Momo issue. Yeah. Momo, how often does Grandpa leave you behind? As often as he travels, which is a lot. Where does he go? Who knows, he just leaves sometimes. Vanishes for a couple days or a week. Got worse when, well, it hardly matters, but at some point he barely bothered to come back at all. Always after something. Some book or ingredient or some energy source. God, he's so like Kuya. In New Carnival, this is the same thing of Kuya with the guy Huey. My God, I'm so shocked how similar this is. It's like this can't be the same creators, but like my God, the writing is so similar. Same brain cells. Y'all have the same like. It's crazy. I mean, it's different, but very similar. And the fact that they're both fox people is like, interesting. Is he working on something? Maybe? He doesn't exactly discuss his experiments. Have you actually asked? And with him every single day he's here. If he wanted to tell me, he would. Maybe he didn't think you'd care? Do you have any idea how much shit I've gone through for that man? Of course I care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. But how would he know that? You don't exactly wear your heart on your sleeve. And right now, it feels less like you're worried about him and more like you're just bitter you got left behind. Ooh, called out. Get off your high horse, love. You don't know anything about me. I think I know a bit, but you won't let me know more. I felt like we were getting somewhere last night, weren't we? There's no point to this. If you want to get somewhere, let's talk about what matters. You asked me what I was doing last night. Yeah. Are you actually going to tell me? Don't act so surprised, love. You might hurt my feelings. Look, Alan gives him. Whatever. The point is, I was trying to cast a tracking spell. You were trying to find Grandpa? Obviously. And obviously, it failed. Did you use the one Imbris mentioned? The one that needs my blood? I didn't steal your blood in your sleep, if that's what you're afraid of. I didn't mean to imply that. And yet you did. No. I have traces of Theo's magic on myself as well, so I tried to use my own. Yeah, in a very painful way. But either the lizard was dead wrong, and the spell he found was bogus, my preferred option, or my blood and the item I chose weren't enough. What did you use? Doesn't matter. What does matter is it failed, and the only way to know if it was me or the spell is to do it again with the supposed right ingredients. Not sure how I feel about that, but I do want to find Grandpa. It's something that clearly means a lot to both of us, so I'm ready to do whatever it takes to work with you. But I don't know enough magic to help much with the spell. You don't have to. Provide the ingredients and I'll draw on your magic a bit. That should be sufficient. No, Momo, if we do this, we do it together. I need you to teach me properly this time. We already saw how that went. Besides, my specialty is illusions. Your magic seems to be like Theo's, all grounded in affecting reality. They're similar but parallel. I can't teach you what you need to know. I appreciate you being honest about it this time. But if someone else taught me, I'd be starting from zero. You know my magic now, and you've helped me learn to recognize it. I need to learn from you, at least to start with. We don't have the time. I suppose I'll figure something out. I need to be alone for a while. A portal appears, shimmering to life, and Momo steps through it, shoulders hunched. I have a moment to be frustrated with him for running away again before I realize I have to make a decision. I mean, at least you guys were talking it out this time. Well, this would be the other one. I guess I need to follow and check on him. I guess we're not giving him time to himself, no matter what. I step through the portal, following after Momo, not leaving him alone like he asked, no matter what. Which is kind of risky, I guess. The portal leads to a peculiar area. Wide, flat, open fields with the strange crumbled remains of old houses around. Looks like a ruin of a very old village. More startling than that, though, is the fact that there are foxes everywhere. Some are like Momo, mostly humanoid with a few bestial features like claws, ears, and tails. Others are a little further along with visible fur over their skin. But most are either entirely fox-like, down to the elongated face shape, or on all fours, looking like regular foxes, except for being around 5 feet tall with multiple billowing tails. It looks like they're fighting. Foxes lunging at each other, tackling each other in the dirt, snapping at each other, striking with claws. I'd love to think it's play fighting, but it looks incredibly violent. And even as I watch, a fox near me slashes at his opponent, drawing blood. Then he throws his head back, letting out what sounds disturbingly like a human cackle. Oof. Oh my, look what we have here. Oh. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, I forgot about you. A fox appears out of nowhere. He's pretty handsome, in his own way, and smiles sweetly at me. He has a pretty face, but his eyes watch me with unnerving intensity. It's a human. How cute. I didn't know your kind knew how to get here. The fox tips his head up and sniffs the air, in an exaggerated show of scenting. And you reek of Momo, don't you? If he's picking up more pets, he could at least kennel them before he comes out. I'm sorry? Who are you? I'm Alan. I'm a friend of Momo's. I was just... I jump as he lets out a high-pitched, inhuman laugh. An echo so far, several other foxes glance over. Uh-oh. Their eyes turning pointed and sharp as they catch sight of me. Some lick their lips. My skin crawls at the way they stare at me. Oh, you better run, boy. I can't see Momo. I try to look around for him, but there are so many foxes it just looks like a sea of fur and blood in some places. Momo doesn't have friends, darling. I should know. That makes me look back at him, confusion temporarily beating back my concern. What do you mean? Who are you? Call me Reed, darling. You should come play. We'd have so much fun. A once-in-a-lifetime kind of fun. Unless a real fox is too much for your delicate human heart. A real fox? Well, you've met Momo. What did he do? Beg you to put him on a leash like the last one? Last one? Oh, poor baby. Sorry, can't say it with a straight face. Very typical of Momo to leave you in the dark, huh? I have to go. I just want to find Momo and go home. Don't be like that. Come, stay a while. You could be a fun prize for whoever wins tonight. Wins? That's probably not the part I should focus on, but the question is out before I can stop it. What do you think this is? He gestures to the carnage before us. This happens every day, darling. At the end of it, the strongest foxes have enough energy won from the fight that some of them gain tails from it. And it would be even better if they were able to take the power of a human mage, don't you think? Where is Momo? Momo? I look around, calling out for him, ready to just grab him and run. You're so cute. You can call for him, but if he came here, he either came to gain a tail or lose his life. He'll get one or the other before he leaves. Momo! I catch a shift in the crowd, and I see him, just for a second. Momo's face, but twisted, more fox-like than I've ever seen it. He's almost entirely bestial, and it's no wonder I didn't recognize him at first. In an instant, my mind floods with his feelings, surprise and fear. He takes a step, clearly trying to come to me, but is interrupted. Another fox lunges forward, catching him with a bite to the shoulder, and he crumples under it. Momo! Reed takes a step forward, claws lashing out at me. But at the same second, I feel my magic respond. My fear, my panic. It's like when I broke a Momo's illusion, but so much worse. Because this time, it's not just my life that's at risk, it's Momo's. I'm not even sure what I'm doing, but I grab that sensation, then pull. I hone in on the feeling of Momo through the bond, the flood of panic, and a worried moment of acceptance. I twist that feeling into a thread, and I yank it toward me. I feel it take whatever instinctive magic I did clicking into place. The air shimmers and rips. Momo and the other fox tumble out of it, in front of me, just before my magic blasts out like a bomb. Oof. All the foxes nearby get thrown back, with the exception of Momo, who lies crumpled on the ground in front of me. Reed and Momo's attacker both skid backwards across the dirt, catching themselves a few feet away, but I don't wait for them to regroup. I grab Momo back up to the distortion in the air of our original portal and jump through. Damn. Alan, you're so strong, even if you don't know how to control it. We tumble back out into the center of the garden, right where we left from. I take a moment, struggling to catch my breath as the portal snaps closed behind us. What were you doing there? I stare at Momo. He's got his hand over the wound in his shoulder. I mean, it's good we followed him because it sounds like he was going to get himself killed, you stupid idiot. He's got his hand over the wound in his shoulder, and he's equally out of breath, but he looks more confused than anything else. Are you okay? That looked like it hurt. I thought... I'm fine. I could have taken him. I just got distracted when I realized you followed me. You shouldn't have come. The Foxes Valley isn't safe for humans. It didn't look very safe for foxes either, Momo. You could have died. Pfft, no, I couldn't have. Any fight in that place is simply a chance to prove they can't kill me. Is that what this was? Some sort of desperate attempt to prove yourself? You shouldn't have followed me. I knew what I was doing. You just got in the way. Though I will say that little display was close to sexually competent. Almost looked like you knew what you were doing. Don't change the subject, Momo. I was scared. But you figured out your magic responds strongly to emotions, as well as how to tether it to me. Those are both extremely useful things to know. And you could have died. It's not worth it if you die, Momo. I wouldn't die. You don't know that. Ellen, it's really cute you worry so much, Momo. But I'm really fine, see? He moves his hand away, and the wound has almost closed. I wouldn't get into fights without at least knowing how to fix something this minor. Now, can we focus on how you managed to create a local portal? Sure, you mostly just forced my magic to do it for you. Is that what happened? Doubt you could have made it your own, but I was already geared up to make one. You just poured your magic into me and kicked it off before I could. I would have preferred if you let me deal with the other fox first, but whatever, it worked. Ha! I remember one time that stupid lizard came to challenge Theo, and he never even bothered to fight back. Just led him in circles, making portals until he got pissed and left. That's funny. Well, we're changing the subject again. Which one should I? I would like to say that, but what should I ask him? Should I just go for it? What was your relationship with my grandpa? Nothing worth mentioning, really. You just sound like you had a lot of feelings for him. Oh, love, if you're not careful, I'll think you're starting to get possessive. You know, my name isn't Love, it's Alan. Forgive me if I like pet names. Real names aren't really a concept to foxes. We call each other whatever. It's not like foxes name their kids human names. Do you have a real name? Momo. It's the one I use anyway. If you're asking what my mother called me. He makes a noise in his throat like a chirrup. What was that? What my mother called me, obviously. Keep up. Not sure I can make that sound. You definitely can't, but Momo is just as good. I like the person who gave it to me more than I liked my fox mother, anyway. Who gave it to you? Maybe I'll tell you eventually, but not today. Momo, have you noticed that if I ever ask you anything about yourself, you either make a joke, deflect it, or get mad at me for asking? I know so little about you. You know more than most people do, love. Alan. Oh, he did say your name, so that's a step. No one other than wild foxes ever go to the Fox Valley, let alone spend extended time with the wild fox themselves. Theo did, but he ended up there by accident. You went on purpose looking for me. That's unheard of. And you left alive and unharmed. That's baffling. Is it? It is. What's that mean for me then? It means that for any fox that knows you and sees you again, there's going to be a big ass target on your back. Because they want to prove they're stronger than me, but also that they're stronger than you. A human getting in and out of our hunting grounds is an insult they're not going to let stand. So, put aside mothering me for a moment and do not go back to the Valley of Wild Foxes. It's not safe for you, not even remotely. Wild foxes there are constantly being fed raw, feral energy. They're wild in every sense of the word. You can't reason with them. They will hurt you. Is this why you keep pushing me away? Because you feel like you can't be reasoned with? I'm trying to look out for you. That's a yes. Ah, fuck off, Alan. Can we have a conversation that doesn't turn into therapy? No, because everyone knows you need therapy. I just want to help, Momo. You want to help me? Yeah, I really do. Alright then, there's one thing you can do. Oh, well, I don't think that it's time for that, so I think we'll leave this episode right here. No, Momo, now is not the time. Alright, I think we've done enough for today. So like I said, I'll be taking a hiatus for quite a while, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And I will see you when I see ya. Thanks, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.